Okay, hey, so I guess I have my camera upside down, so I have to look down here instead of up where I was looking. Anyway, I am going to show you some stretches for when you are experiencing back pain, but specifically low back pain. And I know when you're in pain, because I've had low back pain too, that it is a mother effer. And sometimes it really hurts to get into these stretches. So give yourself grace and just do what feels right. I'm kicking my slippers off. I like to be barefoot. So we're going to start standing and we'll inhale and we'll reach and then clip your thumbs together and then reach to one side. Let your gaze fall under your arm and breathe as you lengthen through your side body. Because as we know, I guess I don't have to shout. I got a new microphone, so I'm testing it out, so bear with me. If you are watching older videos, the audio is probably crap because I just used my phone, and now I'm probably shouting because I'm used to having to talk loud. So I will reel it in. Always breathe here, but what I was saying before I distracted myself with the microphone, go ahead, go to the other side. Let your gaze fall under the arm that's closest to you. Maybe that arm gently grazes your cheek here. So everything is connected. So if you're experiencing tightness in your back, chances are you're tight other places and it's just shooting through your body. So although it may hurt, the stretching is so important. Okay, let's come back to center. We'll release our hands. Now I want you to take one leg over your other leg. So our legs are crossed here. Now inhale, reach up, and then hinge at your hips and fall forward, letting your head and neck drop. Now I have some flexibility here because I've been practicing yoga for 12 years. You may not be as flexible as me, and that is fine. We're all on our own journeys. So if you're up a little higher, you can't quite catch the floor, one option is to take one hand to the opposite elbow. So you're kind of in ragdoll. Now this challenges your balance here. If you don't like that feeling, then you can come up a little higher or just be where you are. You could bring a block or an ottoman or something and rest your hands here. The goal isn't our flexibility. The goal is to lengthen through the backs of our legs so that we release our back. Now, wherever you are, I don't want tension on your head and neck, so try to fold to a spot where you can just let your head and neck hang with no tension. And then when you're ready to come out of the stretch, you'll slowly roll up to standing one vertebrae at a time so you don't get dizzy, especially if you let yourself hang there a little while. What you do to one side, always do to the other. So take your other leg over. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge at your hips and fall forward. And once again, let everything hang. You can try on different options. Any of the ones I suggested before. Something that I didn't say before is that you could come up to a halfway lift, which is coming up, bringing your hands onto your legs. So usually we take one hand per leg, but because our legs are crossed, I have my left hand on top of my right, and my right hand is resting just under my left knee. And you want to have a nice, long, flat back here if you're in your halfway lift. Otherwise, you are super heavy, no tension on your head and neck, especially if your back pain is causing a tension headache. You really just want to let your head and neck hang. We've all been there. Okay, so when you're ready to roll out of it, you'll slowly, one vertebrae at a time, come all the way back to standing. Maybe even give yourself a shoulder shrug, uncross your legs, and shake it out. Okay, now I'm going to take us down to the floor here. So we'll start seated. So left leg goes long, right foot comes to your left thigh. I know you can't really see on the camera here, but that's okay. Just listen. So these are what we call tree legs because in yoga when you're standing, this is tree pose. So left leg long, your right foot comes up to your left thigh. Inhale, reach high, and then exhale with your nice long spine, fall over your left leg and let your head and neck drop. Again, this isn't about your flexibility. This is about getting you out of your back pain and allowing your muscles to stretch and loosen up here. So breathe. And always breathing and you're stretching. Now, if you want to get deeper into your stretches, now or anytime, you can have a hand towel with you. I don't have one near me. I'm trying to model with my hat here. So imagine that you have your towel, and you have it by the ends. You'd wrap it around your foot and then use your towel to pull your chest closer to your thighs, and that'll help you get deeper. And then when you're ready to roll up, and again, take it on the other side. So, right leg long, left foot to your right thigh. Inhale, reach high, and exhale, fall over that leg and let it extend here. Again, remembering to breathe, letting everything be heavy in your upper body. And this is one pose that I love to envision my breath as a circuit. And so I'm breathing in and the breath enters through my nose and it circulates throughout my entire body and it flushes everything out. So imagine when you have a hose and you're just flushing something out. You're getting everything that's stuck and stagnant dislodged and you're exhaling it all away. And you're allowing for your low back or wherever you're experiencing tightness to expand. And then when you're ready, roll up. Again, you can be in these poses however long you need to be. Going to take you to your back in a second. So you can cycle through. I'm kind of just walking you through poses that have helped me with my low back issues, or if I'm sitting down for a long time, or if I'm in a long car ride, just something to help get my back out of that tightness. Okay, so from here, we'll roll to our backs, knees bent. We'll take the right ankle over your left thigh, then float your left leg so that your shin is parallel to the ceiling. And then do you see how your legs are making a triangle? Reach through that triangle, pull your left thigh close, and nudge your right thigh away with your right elbow. And then when you flex your feet, you'll feel this a little deeper. Now you'll really feel this through your glute and through your hamstring, and then breathe through it. Relax your upper body, maybe even pick your shoulders up and roll them down your spine, and just take your gaze to the ceiling, maybe even close your eyes. And breathe. And then again, you can stay here for as long as you need. I'm going to walk you through the other side just to keep things moving here. So you'll uncross your legs, and then you'll take your left ankle over your right thigh, float your right leg, and then again, reach through that triangle, pull your right thigh close, nudge your left away, and flex those feet. And then settle in here on this side, breathing. Now you could grab your towel again, and you could wrap the towel through this triangle and use the towel to pull your leg closer to. So there are always options here. There are always modifications that you can take. And then again, stay on this side for as long as you need. I'm going to move you into one last pose. We'll uncross our legs. Find a full body stretch, arms long overhead, toes point down, a nice good morning, lengthening everything here, maybe even letting your back arch off of your mat or your floor. And then hug your knees in, giving a little squeeze. Forearms wrap around your shins, maybe rock left and right. Then hold your right knee and send your left leg long onto the floor. Now pull your right leg across your body, reach your right arm long, gaze to the right and breathe. Now here, I want you to be mindful of your shoulders. If your shoulders start to lift off of your floor, then just pull back on your leg a little bit. So although you want to be heavy in your leg, you don't want to be so heavy that your shoulders are lifting off of the mat. This is a pose that you can even do lying in bed. And this is so, so good for your low back. Breathing. Again, stay here as long as you need. When you're ready to do the other side, you'll bring both knees back to center. Give a little squeeze, a nice little realign here. Then send your right leg long as you hold your left, and then pull your left leg across. Reach left, gaze left. Oh, my back just popped. Oh, that felt good. Sometimes it does that. Sometimes we need that. And then just settle in. Again, be mindful to keep your shoulders pressed into your mat. Remember to breathe. This is another pose where you can envision your breath as that circuit, flushing out anything that's stuck, anything stagnant, anything you may be holding onto in your low back space or anywhere that's causing that tightness and that tension. And then we'll come back to center. Give yourself a squeeze. Maybe even bring your forehead to your knees. And then you can relax for Shavasana. Or if you're ready to move on, you can let your knees fall to one side and roll to one side, and then gently press up to a seat. And there you have it. So I hope these poses help you alleviate some of your back pain or some of your tightness, tension. And thanks for joining.